Welcome to Seriology's Monstober with me, Lady Alexa.
And me, Rich the Hot Broccoli.
Each week for the month of October, we will be discussing different monsters in TV and movies.
And other fun, creepy things.
So sit back,
Turn down the lights.
and enjoy the show.
Hey guys, welcome back to Seriology. This is our last genre episode for Monstober. We're going to be talking about supernatural things. We brought back one of our special guests from two
Back by
episodes
popular
ago.
demand.
Yes, by very popular demand.
Very.
LeLe, welcome back.
It's LeLe, not Lily, just for
Yeah.
all the
LA.
Hashtag.
hashtag in German, it's Lily.
All right, guys, every culture and every time frame has some kind of ghost, paranormal, weird legend, myth story. And now, like, it is such a huge concept for TV and movies. There's so many bad horror movies.
That's what I keep hearing, that back in the 70s, 80s, you had really good scary movies. Poltergeists, Gremlins, and things like that. But that lately it's either a remake with a lot of like special effects but bad story. And I don't understand it because back then the special effects were not that good, but now that we have them, it's missing something that the other ones had.
Out of all the genres, like sci-fi or thriller or something, horror movies are the only ones that don't benefit from 3D graphics. I think the practical effects...
I would love to be at a horror film in 3D, but actually feel the blood spatter.
But, like, not sitting in the audience. Like, that would be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool,
Like,
right?
those old smell-o-vision and that old theater type they used to try in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the movies themselves don't benefit from 3D graphics. The old practical gags and effects were what made horror movies feel realer. Realer. Hashtag realer.
Oh,
Well, I
God.
feel like in the 70s and 80s, it was all news stories too.
True, yeah.
You know
we
what I
have-
mean? Whereas now I feel like it's few and far between. I mean, we have some amazing new supernatural type shows and movies, but they're few and far between.
Yes.
You know, so it's a lot of reboots and things like that. It's not like, ooh, this is a brand new one. Like
That's the other thing. Like, it's a lot of reboots. I feel like the only one right now that it's more of a sequel is Doctor Sleep, but they're going back to The Shining, which is one of like the most famous horror movies of all times. Oh, let's not do a reboot, but let's do a sequel with Doctor Sleep. But you're still gonna get the twins, and you're still gonna get all the creepy stuff out of The Shining.
I still
right?
like the shinning.
The shitting
From the Simpsons.
Shut up, we're gonna get sued.
But even, if you see the poster, I haven't seen either one of these movies again. I got scared really early in my life, so I've been like having PTSD every time I see a horror movie.
So, like, this month of shows for you has been, like, the worst.
Witches aside, it's been the worst. Oh, witches and vampires aside. But like, if you see
still
that,
really
the
like
poster.
Santa Clarita and what show was it?
Yeah,
Again?
what was the favorite zombie show?
Oh my god, I think it was the one with the blonde zombie. What was it? Oh yeah, iZombie.
Oh, good. I just needed to
Yeah,
really take a shot.
we needed one iZombie in the show from LA.
It's gonna keep coming back every time I'm a guest on here.
Oh.
Somehow I will work it in.
Oh heck yeah, it is. I think it should be like our official drinking game from now
When
on.
LeLe's on the show.
My zombie's coming out.
Oh, yeah.
But if you see the poster of it back in the day, it's this not even creepy, it's just horrible bad makeup clown. And if you see it on this movie, that clown is way better done. But all I've heard is that the movie's so bad, the first one was so much better. Like the original one.
The original It?
Yeah, that's
Was-
what I keep hearing.
No. At all.
I
Like,
completely disagree.
The Tim Curry one was a made-for-TV
Okay.
show. Yeah, it was made for TV. It went over like a couple of days, and it was pretty bad because it was made for network.
But it was still scary.
It was.
I remember being a kid and being frightened.
The clown from It that they did, the makeup that they did.
Oh gosh,
he's now become one of those. Yeah, but he's become an iconic horror character up there with Chucky and Jason and Freddy Krueger.
Well, Pennyworth, right?
Yeah.
Period. Yeah, Pennywise.
Oh,
Pennywise.
Pennyworth is Batman.
Have you guys seen the meme? It's a little kitten with the makeup, and it says, I think it says kitten, but it has it on it.
Oh, kitten.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Sorry, cat person in the house.
That's what it's really interesting to hear you guys say that, because all I keep hearing from family members and from friends is the original one was better because it was scarier, but I'm like, how that?
I think they should try to rewatch it.
So
it is so hard to stomach.
Yeah, I mean, plus again, like I said before, it's like it was kind of new then. I mean, it was taken out of a Stephen King novel, but like it was the first time they were seeing it. So yeah, I mean, it scared you. But this one, I think it's Pennywise. Period. Like the Pennywise
this is how,
and the new one is
I feel like that's how Stephen King wanted Pennywise to be, is in this one.
No, I agree with you. I saw the clown and I was like, that is creepy as hell. And I'm not afraid of clowns, by the way. I always find it interesting people that are afraid of clowns. I never got that, but yeah, this one is creepy as shit.
I kind of walked the fence on clowns. They could go either way. I watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That just sounds stupid.
It was. But it was like, you know the masks the big clowny masks that are at Halloween Horror Nights in that one scare zone?
Yes.
They're all from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That big weird rubbery thing.
Oh, yeah.
But the name sounds like Aliens versus Cowboys. Like that bad.
Yeah, that's how dumb it sounds. With these reboots though, like yes, there's so many reboots, but we're also stealing so much from Japan. Like like The Ring.
The Ring was
I loved The Ring. That girl freaked me out.
Samara? Tamara? How was her name?
I don't know, but when she came out of that television, what is it with girls and TV sets?
Oh, and long black hair in front of their face.
Girls are just creepy, period.
Yeah, girls are creepy.
I know, the Children of the Corn with the blonde-haired boys,
I don't like blondes.
Yeah.
Let's talk. The twins from The Shining or Shinin.
The Shining.
The twins from The Shining, they were just creepy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And ever since I have a couple of twins friends, whenever they speak at the same time, I'm like, shit. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
I think anytime there's like a picture or a movie or something where there's a child that doesn't have an expression on their face, it's just creepy. Like I can literally just look at a kid and if they have that like blank expression.
Oh yeah, serial killer.
Yeah,
in the future,
totally.
Completely.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because kids have feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's ever gonna listen to this podcast, but we had this one friend back in high school that we always said he was gonna be a serial killer. That whenever we were gonna go on our senior trip, he was gonna kill all of us for always saying those type of things.
So did he eventually become a serial killer?
I have no idea what has gone. I honestly have no idea what has happened to his life.
That means you need to find him on Instagram.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
Stop.
He could be standing right at your window right now.
Uh-oh. You know, I was listening to this other podcast about creepypasta or whatever.
Creepypasta? Like spaghetti?
Believe me, I asked Drew, by the way, about it, and he's like, yeah, that's how you call creepy stories that come from the internet. Whatever.
Pasta?
I don't see.
I've never heard of that.
I do not see the.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up later.
Yeah.
Please do that. But one of the stories that I heard were like, oh, this guy went to bed and he saw all these creepy portraits looking at him, and he decided not to move them. So when he woke up the next morning, they were not portraits; they were windows.
Ooh. That's one of those friend of a friend story that never really happened, but it just sounds scary.
Yeah.
So scary. So, what shows are we talking about, kids?
I don't know. We have like a whole collection all
I know,
over the
I'm
place.
loving the list that I'm looking at right now. I'm like, yep, love that one, love that one. What's The Curse of La Llorona?
Yeah, why is that on the list? That sounds like a weird micro
That movie came out. That movie came out.
That only comes out at Halloween.
That movie came out this year, The Curse of La Llorona.
Ooh,
and
spicy.
It's based on this Latin American legend of the whipping lady, La Llorona. I grew up with the Venezuelan version of it, and it was creepy as hell. And I remember the first episode, talking about TV shows, one of the first episodes, I don't know if it's the first or whatever, of Supernatural, it was based on that curse. So it was really cool
yeah.
Oh my god, that is so... The whole story goes, and if you guys want to fact check it, please do, because I'm not good with my legends. This lady that she killed her family, and it was all of this little baby. So whatever, if you did something bad, and you could hear her crying, and whenever you hear someone crying coming next to you, it's the La Llorona that is coming to kill you. I'm gonna fact check this and gonna say it better because it's what I remember.
I think we got it. I think we got it.
I think it's more fun when you don't fact check it.
Yeah.
But it was something
They just threw La Llorona in a bunch of times during this episode.
More drinking games.
Yeah.
Is La Llorona gonna be the drinking game in this one?
Maybe. It's possible. We don't know yet.
All right. One of my favorite franchises in the paranormal, and it's probably so many, is Ghostbusters.
Who are you gonna call?
The original?
The original
reboots?
two.
I haven't seen the one with all the chicks.
I haven't seen the new one either.
It's not good. It is not good, but they're in the makes of an original cast Ghostbusters.
Really?
Yes.
You look like a little kid just entering a toy store while you were saying that.
I look like, oh yeah, just I'm excited about this. One, it's got my hero Bill Murray,
who looks like a 200-year-old man.
Yeah, I know, but he's still Bill Murray.
Bill Murray's the coolest person on the face of the
Yes,
planet.
he's an angel. He's an angel sent from the heavens to make sure people enjoy life.
The tippity top. Okay, so by that I'm just making reference to this Zombieland when they're going to Bill Murray's house, and he says, "I'm taking you to the tippity top of Hollywood."
You guys saw The Sixth Sense, right? That was another.
I knew you were gonna bring that.
People.
You're so mean.
Well, why?
You're so
I loved
mean.
that movie.
The twist.
Any movie where I need to go and watch it again because of whatever happens at the end, I love that.
I think
You know,
that was M. Night
I've only
Shyamalan's
seen
opus.
half of that movie.
What? You missed the best parts.
Oh yeah, I know he's dead. I know he's dead.
Okay, but it wasn't. It was just the reveal of it for that first time that you watch it.
Okay, so when the movie came out, I was very young, and I was like, oh my god, I want to see it. Everybody's talking about it. I need to see it. This is one of those pop culture movies that you have to see, even if I'm gonna be sleeping with my mom for the next month.
That's weird.
When you're a kid and you're scared, you go and sleep at your parents' bed. But because your parents are gonna protect you. Come on.
Okay.
You walked right into that one,
You
LA.
did! Like, the door was wide open.
But anywho, so I went to see it against my parents' advice. They were like, "You're not gonna be able to sleep for I don't know how long, and then we're gonna be the ones losing sleep, yada yada yada." I only saw, I think, like 6 minutes, and I saw one of the ghosts.
Oh, the bike guy with the head wound? That was
No, and he hated being in dark, small places because that's where the mean ghosts will come and, treat him bad. And I saw him go in the mean kids from his school put him in the closet, and he just started screaming his eyes out. I had to take that shit off, and I had nightmares for like 3 days, and I didn't even see the whole thing. That's how sad I am.
You should have gone back and watched it.
Yeah, you're an adult now.
Yeah, grow up. Put on a pair of pants. Put on your big girl pants.
But I live alone, you guys.
Big girl pants. Why can't they just be put on your damn underwear?
Or adult
Diapers.
No, that's really...
I don't know.
Grow up and put on your adult diapers.
Anywho, back to Paranormal. But that was my story on Sixth Sense. I still want to see it because, yeah, I'm a grown-ass woman now. But, shit, it was so creepy.
So you have one of my mostly unexpected favorite movies. Like, when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is going to be so bad. But I loved it.
Which one?
Constantine.
Yes, I totally agree with you.
Have you seen it, LA?
Oh! It's Keanu Reeves. He's like this demon chaser.
He's the devil, right?
No, at all. You're thinking of the Al Pacino one.
Oh, that was a good one.
Devil's
Advocate.
With
Charlize Theron. You get to see her boobies.
Yeah.
You get to see her boobies in that one. Anyways, I digress though. But, I'm like, okay, it's Keanu Reeves, blah, blah, blah. But I'm a sucker for things that kind of are intertwined with biblical stuff. Because, I've never read the Bible. I'm going to hell.
So how do you know it's biblical?
Well, that's what the TV tells me.
Oh, okay.
You didn't have Bible study when you were growing up?
I had my first Holy Communion, and then I really liked to have my Sundays. So, yeah. I'm a really bad non-practicing Catholic.
I am going to sound like the worst Catholic in the world, but yeah, I hear you.
There was always a sale at the store on Sundays. That's when the coupons came out.
No, it's just that I like waking up late, but, I have my good Catholic friends who have taken me back to church, and that sounded really nice. That I've gone back, but I'm a good Catholic, you guys, I hope. But yeah, that whole going to church on Sundays, and my family used to go at 6 a.m. Oh, not 6 a.m., but like 9 a.m. Oh, God, no, I couldn't. But it's always creepy when it's like a religion base or something that is like based on a real story. That is like the worst for me. And
like the
I think that
horrors?
I just feel like, oh shit, this is real. And that happened with Amityville horror.
Yeah.
So I actually read that book. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if I've seen the movie.
The movies I think the movies will still hold up.
The book was awesome. I was scared from reading the book.
The movie, I get scared with anything, but the movie, I couldn't go to bed. And Pablo, if you're hearing, I'm still pissed off at you. So my best friend,
to a pretend friend in the room.
Who's my best friend? Pablo is my best friend from high school. He decided that day that, let's go and watch this movie. It looks funny, and dude, it sounds scary. I'm not gonna be able to go to bed. Anna, it's not scary. It's whatever. And we end up watching Amityville Horror. When I left that movie theater, I was like, you son of a bitch. I am not going to be able to sleep tonight, and you're not going to be able to sleep either. You better leave your phone on because I'm going to drive you insane because it's your fault I'm not going to be able to sleep.
See, there's another movie that I kind of tie with that one.
Back up a second.
Okay.
She was in high school and had a phone.
I'm just ignoring everything that LA says that makes me feel really old.
Yeah. So
you guys are not old.
I had I had a mobile phone in my car my senior year.
Whoa,
a mobile phone in case anything happened. But it was big and gray and a little bit like a brick.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Zach Morris phone?
It was it was the Zach Morris phone. And I got in a lot of trouble for actually using it one time. I was
it was like $19 a minute.
I didn't know. I was a teenager. I was stupid. I'm still kind of stupid, but whatever. But there's a movie that I kind of tie with Amityville Horror, which is Rosemary's Baby.
Another good one.
Yeah.
That whole time, that 70s, the late 70s, that kind of Christian-y,
but like realistic kind of.
Yeah, like The Exorcist is thrown in that.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, I have such an interesting story with The Exorcist. No, I haven't seen the Rosemary Babies, but when you say that whole religion part, I have such a big story with The Exorcist. And I think it's
Did you get
The Exorcist is the
kid?
fault that I'm scared of watching scary movies. So, no, you guys are talking about Rosemary's Baby and how everything that is like creepy and has a little bit of religion in it and, that kind of genre.
Yes.
Why is everybody so
Go.
quiet? Oh my god.
We're listening.
We're trying to listen to you.
I'll keep interrupting you when you talk if you want. That's fine with me. You do it to me all
Oh
the
my
time.
god, you guys got so quiet. Anywho,
You had me at
watched
the edge of my
The
seat
Exorcist
listening.
when I was in elementary school. My teacher put it as a movie for the classroom,
What?
and I was in
What?
5th grade. Yes.
Did that teacher get fired the next day?
No, he's still one of like the oldest teachers in the school till this day.
How is that possible?
I
But,
think you need to.
and everybody
email
was
the
like,
school.
"Oh my god, this is
Now.
so cool! This is so cool! He's gonna put the movie. This is the best teacher ever."
Yeah, in 5th grade, my
Yeah.
teacher let us watch Debbie Does Dallas.
That explains so much.
Yeah, I watched the Linda. What is her name?
Linda Blair.
Yeah.
The Linda
Blair.
Blair Exorcist movie in 5th grade, and I was trying to, be, oh, that's not scary because I was with a whole classroom, but I was dying on the inside.
In reality,
Dying.
your pants were wet because you were peeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pants, P-L-A.
Peeing your pants.
And I'm telling you, I
LAPD.
couldn't, I didn't have a full-on sleep I couldn't have a restful night for 2 weeks, around 2 weeks. And
How do you remember that? I can't remember, I haven't slept well in, years, but how do you remember that you didn't have a restful night for 2 weeks
Yeah, that's a
in
pretty
5th grade?
That was pretty specific.
because I kept waking up and I kept going to my parents' bed.
And she kept marking the calendar. And she still has that calendar, like that guy who...
Until this day, my parents remind me of that. My parents are like, yeah, do you remember that day that you didn't let us sleep for 2 weeks?
But you also know that parents like to embellish stuff, so it was probably a day.
Yeah, it's probably 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it was probably a week because I do remember waking up a lot, and to the point that my mom was like, just go back to bed. Stop being annoying.
All right. Let's just bring it back in here.
So I'm taking a look at some of the TV shows, and one of them you have listed is Light as a Feather. Now, I've never seen this show.
We talked a lot about it on the last episode.
Oh, you
yes,
did?
we did.
Did you talk about the game that you play?
The...
Light as a Feather.
Yes,
Is it
we
board?
did.
Okay.
Yep. Mhm.
No, but
Whatever,
I wanna
that's
I
fine.
wanna bring it
I'm
back
teasing
on this
Wow.
one. I think that we should talk about it again
But
because
we did last episode.
I know, but in the
Like-
last episode we talked about it as being a witch because yeah, it was a witch, but it was a curse, a creepy ass curse, and which at the end they say it's brought by the devil. Leah, have you seen the show?
No, I was literally just going to talk about the little game that you played as a kid at camp.
Light as
Yeah,
Feather.
did
as
you
a
play
feather,
it? Did you play it?
Of course I did. I went to sleepover camp. Of course, we never actually picked anyone up.
Oh.
Did you levitate it? No.
No.
Oh, damn it.
Mm-mm. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I guess our fingers weren't strong enough.
Oh.
Oh. No, but this one, this show, and it's my show for the Convincing Minute later on. But this show was just creepy as hell, and the way that you carry the curse is because you have that demon growing out of your back, and if you don't feed him souls, he's gonna keep on growing and
That
kill you
demon?
from the inside.
Now, if you're trying to push that guy away, do you say back demon?
I'm still just trying to figure out. So when you sleep, do you have to sleep on your side because someone's suffocating? If
Yeah,
you're
you got. Is
on
it
your front
facing?
or
Is
the
it facing
pork back
out or
demon?
like a over your shoulder kind of back demon?
It's
where
like
it's like two faces forward.
Close to your butt.
What?
What?
It's on
Ass
your
demon?
back,
Well,
going down
you
to
know.
your butt and that area.
Ass demon.
You guys-
demon.
You guys are so mean with me.
Get
I
your
mean,
demon
OMG.
ass out of this room! Out of this room!
I just feel like anytime Rich comes out of a bathroom, I'm gonna be like,
Demon.
ass demon.
Ass demon.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry. All right, the
Bring
big
it
super
back in,
hit. Yeah, let's bring this back.
girls.
All right.
I was gonna say girls.
You can. It's fine. It's Rich.
Jeez. Ouch. All right, the big popular one right now is Stranger Things. And the
Stranger Things.
third season came out about a month or two ago. To me, that was, I thought, the best season. Did you catch up on it?
I think I did.
With the ice cream shop and the Russians?
No.
Ooh.
I haven't seen that. How have I not? Oh, because I'm catching up on other really crappy TV.
Yeah, that's bad.
I love reality
So you haven't
TV.
seen it?
Did you watch it, LA?
I'm So I promised my dad that
I thought it was time. It's October. You should be watching. You said in October you'll be watching Stranger Things with your dad.
Yeah, he promised me, so it's going to be a Christmas show for us.
All right, there's like 3 days left in October.
Oh, God. Dude, well, I'm trying to find a picture of the demon from Light as a Feather, and I still can't find it.
Oh, Ass Demon. Okay.
Ass Demon.
No, Stranger Things is quite amazing, and I love the fact that it goes back to the 80s, and that's when these movies were awesome. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's just fantastic. Now, I will say this, though. I traditionally go to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Florida. You're welcome for that plug, Universal.
Hashtag at.
And that I wasn't as impressed with that.
The Stranger Things house
was the
worst last year.
It was just the little like monster thing jumping
just
out
over
at you.
And over and over.
Yeah, it wasn't really. I think part of it too is that it's not like a scary haunted house type thing.
Yeah, like I don't think that was a good. Like I know it's a popular movie. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, a friend went again this year, and she went to that house feeling the same as you guys, super excited to go into the Stranger Things, and she said the same thing, that it was really cool seeing the set, but it was
because they had a cool lab set, like for the laboratory during the haunted house, but that was really about the coolest part of it.
Yeah, it literally was just like the sets, like the the living room with the Christmas lights and all that kind of stuff, but it was just this random monster coming at you 8 million times, or like a bunch of them all in one room. It wasn't scary, it's supernatural. It's not, it's more of a thriller with a supernatural twist, I feel like, rather than it's not a scary jump type.
Yeah, but I mean, it does make the supernatural.
It does. Oh, no, totally.
Or the paranormal.
Oh, for sure. I mean, 11 alone can have a supernatural show. Without the monsters, 11 alone can make it a supernatural show.
I wish I had a cool name like 11.
Yeah? You want to be like 13?
No.
Or Cashew.
Ooh, no.
That's a cool name.
That's a nickname for a kid, my friend's kid, whose name is Cash.
So they call him Cashew?
Some people do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, 11.
But back to Stranger Things, and it's funny because the Stranger Things is one of like Netflix or first original shows, and it was such a great thing. And even when you talk because I've talked with all of the actors, when you see interviews of
because
the
our podcast is blowing up right now.
When you see an interview of the actors, they say that when they got the script for the first time, they were like, you know what? Whatever, let me do it. But this is creepy. This is a monster shows with the upside down. And they never thought it was going to become what it has become.
Yeah, because the Duff brothers did a great job with this show.
I just love that it's like Winona Ryder's comeback.
I know.
Yes,
so
on top of that. And,
it's just... Yeah.
And the guy from the Goonies on the second season, I adore him.
The guy from the Goonies.
Oh, yeah, the Sean...
Sean Astin.
Yes. Okay, I'm like,
and we're like, the guy from Lord of the Rings.
No, that's
you're right. Like we should have gotten that.
The girl that wasn't born when that movie came out is the one making the reference. Did you catch that?
I heard that one. I couldn't tune that one out.
What?
The girl that wasn't born when that movie came out.
She pulled the reference.
No, man, I'm slow today.
And I love Cyndi Lauper.
You think girls just want to have fun in the shower.
Yeah, I do. And when I'm getting dressed, and when I'm cleaning.
Oh my god!
And when you go, to your drag show.
So, who's excited about Beetlejuice 2?
What?
There's a Beetlejuice.
Stop it!
Yeah.
With the original
Beetlejuice.
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, that's amazing. I love the original Beetlejuice. Love it. I like the shrunken head.
He did such a great job of being a creepy thing, but at the same time, crazy funny.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was Tim Burton, and I think that was one of his better films.
I don't think I knew that was Tim Burton, but it totally makes sense.
I didn't know it was Tim Burton either.
Yeah, that was, I think, one of his first.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was the Frankenweenie short, and then right into Beetlejuice.
Oh, I liked the end of it. Shake,
Yeah,
shake,
because
shake.
the song?
Yeah, it made me like leave the movie theater like
feeling good. It was
feeling
the feel-good
good.
movie of that year.
It really, really
You know
was.
what other feel-good movie that follows on this category is?
I love when you say category.
Why? I say it wrong?
Yeah,
Yes!
completely.
Category.
Okay. I'm
Category.
sorry. Category.
It's okay.
Better?
No, it's fine. But now I know what you're trying to say.
God.
All this time. You've known LA for like 9 years, and that's the first time you knew she was saying category. Category.
I just don't listen to her.
I know. Nobody does.
Thank you, LeLe. I'm gonna start saying LeLe.
LeLe, whatever, it's fine.
But Casper, the friendly
Oh,
ghost, you
yeah.
guys.
Well, now there's a commercial with him on it.
There is?
Yes! And it does kind of make me laugh, but I never saw the movie. I never watched it. I think I was too old for that. I was a grown up.
In your
in
diapers.
my teens or whatever.
I love that movie. I was a kid.
And we've lost LA. We've
Yep.
lost LA, everybody.
She's gone. She's gone.
I even had like a story. My mom even bought me a storybook based on the movie, and I used to just watch the pictures. The ghost was very well done for the time. Let's be honest.
No, it was the 3D animation was because it was the
Yeah.
first time they did that kind of see-through
stuff.
the translucent.
And the uncles were so funny.
I loved the cartoon as a kid. That was a treat when a Casper cartoon came on.
I didn't ever watch it.
Really, ever? Oh, because it was so rare when a Casper cartoon came on.
That would probably be why.
Yeah.
You were glued to the television.
Yep.
That was your babysitter.
I was.
But you have good parents.
Yeah.
So weird. So I'm noticing two big things on here. One is that there's a lot of Stephen King
Well,
on your list.
yeah. I mean,
Duh.
he was the big.
But there's
He
also
still is, right?
There's also I'm like just in one page right now I'm seeing two Spielberg movies.
Yeah. But they were more alien, though. I don't know. Does that fit in this
I don't
category?
know.
So you're saying Poltergeist and
No,
No.
War of the Worlds
War
and Close
of the
Encounters.
and E.T.
Oh, and E.T.
So that's
Yeah.
Oh,
three
yeah.
Spielberg movies.
All alien.
All alien.
Would that be considered paranormal?
I
Or
think
outer worldly?
outer world
Space things.
Space things. I don't know, but I mean, I loved all the movies, so I do
Yeah.
have a story about Steven Spielberg. So, I am a graduate of the Florida State University. Go Seminoles!
Ooh.
Oh Lord! But when I was there, it was the #1 party school in the nation because I was there, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But one class
Of course.
I took as an elective was a Steven Spielberg class.
Nice.
So I got to watch
Oh, wow.
all of these movies, and it was so cool. So so I know this has nothing to do. Actually, it does, and it was a TV show. So there was a mini series that was Spielberg's first ever thing to go out.
Amazing Stories.
No,
It wasn't Amazing Stories?
No.
Oh, I didn't.
I
Oh.
can't remember. We're gonna have to look it up, but because I can't remember what it's called. It was basically a mini series, but it was a truck that was like following this person, and it was super super scary.
Are you sure that was... Because that sounds like Maximum Overdrive, another Stephen King movie.
No,
Did the truck have a goblin face on the front of it?
no.
Ooh, okay.
So there you go. And I don't remember what grade I got in that, but it was fun. I got to.
How do you not get an automatic A for just watching movies?
We actually had to
Like, isn't
write
all
stuff.
the answers on the test Steven Spielberg?
Yeah, we actually had to write like a
Oh,
paper, and I think I didn't do so hot because I just liked watching the movies. I wasn't going for like the thematic stuff. I don't really know.
So wait a second. I have something funny here. Wait, okay, yeah, wait a second.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I love that.
Out of all the movies, this one, Poltergeist, is the only one that gave me a nightmare. And it's this one scene where the kid's sleeping and it's got the clown on the chair and his braces start coming out of his mouth.
Oh, yeah.
And start winding around him.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That scene gave me nightmares.
That's actually making my teeth feel weird right now. You know, like when you lick a penny or something.
Ooh, or chew on aluminum.
Oh, that's, yeah. Oh, that's how my teeth feel right now. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, I feel like in general that movie is just frightening.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was
the little old lady was scary.
The creepy
And the
steak.
girl did such a great job of being a creepy little girl.
But she's so cute too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's the weirdest part. So,
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I
see
do
that,
think
LA?
it's the weirdest part.
Did you get to see that?
What?
Did you watch Poltergeist?
I've only seen bits and pieces. I haven't
Oh.
had the ovaries to watch it.
The ovaries.
yeah. I tend to call them lady balls.
I do not
Lady
have
balls.
balls,
I like that.
so
Lady balls.
I like you saying I don't have the ovaries. I like it a lot, actually.
And do we want to get into that weird Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, Whoopi Goldberg
Ghost?
threesome scene from Ghost?
Wait a second. Did
Whoopi
you guys
Goldberg
ever
pees her
recreated
pants.
that scene?
No.
Come
What?
on.
We're not talking about the clay scene. We're talking about
But that isn't really. I like that scene, but
Yeah.
no, we're talking about when like it's.
when Whoopi's the medium and she's channeling Patrick Swayze, and then Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore have a sex scene, but in real life it's Demi Moore
And
Whoopi
Whoopi
Goldberg
Goldberg.
The
channeling.
hell?
Did you see this movie?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Have
Apparently,
you seen any of these movies other than Casper?
Casper. I watch E.T. and I watch Ghostbusters and Amityville Horror and Exorcist. Oh, and I also watch Carrie. Come on, you guys.
You watched-
Oh, Carrie is so
Carrie.
good. I actually read that
That's
book
right, she
in
did
the
have
library
supernatural
at
powers.
school. Yeah,
She had freaking powers.
Yeah,
Of course, she
I forgot
comes
about
into
that.
supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot she had powers. I thought I forgot the ending. Now that I'm
How do
thinking
you
about it.
forget the
I
ending
know,
of Carrie?
I know.
That is
Yeah.
like the main thing.
I
The
know,
most
and that's that
classic
shot, the
scene
red
in the
Carrie
movie.
shot is everywhere.
Exactly. You know, I feel like
The
I read a lot
blood.
of books
Well,
that
not
go
blood,
into
paint.
movies.
Mhm.
And
If you read Stephen King, it's pretty much going to go into a movie.
yeah, that's true. I did read a decent amount of Stephen King when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But Carrie was one of my favorites.
I mean,
for
you
some
took a
reason.
class.
Yeah, no, that was Spielberg.
That was Spielberg.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Edit. So something that I watched.
I think that whoever hasn't read Stephen King, it's a classic. You at least need to read one book of that.
One. Yeah. Yeah, no, I used to read that one, and I think it was before I became an official woman. And I remember reading about her dirty pillows, because her mom used to call her boobs her dirty pillows. And then when she got her period, all the girls throwing tampons and stuff at her, telling her to plug it up. And I was like, what? Is that what happens? Is that what happens when I like become a woman?
Like, that was one of the
Okay.
few Stephen King 2-book movies that were good. Pretty much most of his movies are bad.
It
It is one.
is one that's
Carrie.
good. Carrie was good. And the one where Kathy Bates knocks
Nope,
his
that was
feet.
bad.
I thought it was amazing.
Wait, I haven't seen
No,
Pet
I thought it was
Cemetery,
amazing.
but is Pet Cemetery bad as well?
Pet Cemetery.
Bad movie.
Stop it! Now it's bad. I
No, I
loved
watched it
that
and
movie.
hated it
When you were a kid?
when I was a kid. I went to the theater
I'm
and saw
not.
it. Yeah.
I don't like
But
your
the-
taste in movies apparently
No,
anymore.
The Gunslinger,
I never saw them.
Needful Things, bad.
Pet Cemetery was so good. How do you not like
Yeah.
your cat guy?
What's the one where it's over the post-apocalyptic one? Oh, Oh, they had a miniseries in the 80s about it. Or 90s.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that was bad too.
You did like, oh man, I just lost it. Under the Dome. You liked that
first
show.
season was good. After that, bad show land.
Right, but you still liked the first season. One. I still don't understand the Dome.
They kind of canceled it.
I guess I got to read the book. Yeah. Damn, I got to read.
But I think they just took the story and expanded on it.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to know who built the dome. Where did the dome come from?
True.
Anyways.
All right. And we're back.
I'm fascinated by listening to the two of you discuss Stephen King movies and creepy movies. I swear to you. I'm like, SeriLovers, you don't see it, but I'm just like loving this exchange between the two of them.
I feel like most of it is us going, I can't remember. Wait. No, got it.
I haven't brought in any of my momisms. Yeah. The thingamajiggy.
Oh yeah.
Like those types of words to explain things. So.
And talking, going back to when we were kids, Gremlins.
Oh, I wanted one.
We were
kids. You wanted a Kirby?
You weren't born. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Let's bring up the Devil Doll.
Those things have like a life of its own.
I think it's got a half-life. Like they use a little piece of nuclear power to keep that thing alive.
So when Kirby's came out, it was much after Gremlins, but they do look like a gremlin before it. Was it water or no? Eats After Midnight?
Eats After Midnight makes them turn into gremlins.
And then
the water makes them multiply.
Yeah. So, but my ex-husband had a few Kirby's saved in their original packaging.
Wait.
Because
Please tell me that's why you got divorced.
Was that his investment?
Well, I think he had given it to one of his sons, and he had it in like the closet. But I was like, "What is this doing here?" Because it's going to be a collector's item, just like the Beanie Babies.
Yep. Just yeah.
Anyways, back to Gremlins.
So, but okay.
Sorry.
When I was in college. The second time, my roommate and I.
You failed the first time, so you went a second
I went back.
time?
I went back and got a second degree.
How many universities did you go to? Rich?
4. Okay, back to my point. We got a used one from a thrift store, and buying it new wasn't creepy. This thing, and it had like kind of the fur was a little off,
matted. You got scabies after you touched it.
That lasted one day in the house.
Oh yeah, because you're like, this is way too creepy.
A friend of mine, she's an artist and she makes her type of art is collage, and she goes a lot to her parents' attic and she gets like things from old things that she finds and she creates art out of them. And she found a Kirby and she tells me, Anna, the creepiest thing was this Kirby must have been in the attic for like 30 years, and I pull it out and it was still working.
Like that, I feel like that's a movie. That's a movie right there. Let's get Japan on the line to get them to do it first, and then we'll steal the idea.
Yep, exactly. But we'll make it.
And then Halloween Horror Nights will have its own.
Really, actually, that would be a really scary.
Kirby one.
They just need to throw them at you.
Yeah.
Or just have them lined up, and you're like, oh my God, they're so scary. But I loved Gremlins.
I never got one. I always thought they were creepy as shit.
Yeah. Okay, back to the podcast. Those old scary myths and legends fall under this, like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster, or the Cuba
Gooding Jr.
Yeah, Cuba Gooding Jr. The Chupacabra. I feel like that. Wait,
there was a movie about the Chupacabra?
Yeah, of course there is. Yes. No, but these actual legends that people do. They hold on.
Loch Ness Monster.
No, let's say we live in an earlier time, like 16th century, and something happens, like a cow gets mauled. Okay. Instead of coming up with a rational reason, like, oh, the cow got mauled. they're like, oh, it was the chupacabra. Like, just some kind of weird creature to explain why it did. And like, there's some guy in the background.
Can you actually explain to me what the chupacabra is? Because I never... People have explained it to me, and I don't know how many times, and I still
really
do not know
We can't even pronounce it, so...
Yeah. Like, there's some guy in the background. I'm like, maybe it's a wolf. And they're like, no, it's a chupacabra. And they're like, maybe it's a wolf. And then the next scene is him burned at the stake.
Or it could just be whoever mauled the cow made some stuff up because he didn't want to be found
caught. Yes. Yeah. But like, I feel like a lot of those legends are like that.
But I also feel like there's like Bigfoot. It's probably just a bear.
Yeah, or a blurry guy walking through the woods.
Oh, it's totally a blurry guy in the woods, for sure.
But that is what supernatural is all about. If you go back to the concept of what supernatural is, it encompasses anything that is inexplicable by scientific understanding of the laws of nature, but nevertheless argued by believers to exist.
LA can read.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you guys.
Like that is none of those are her words.
Yeah. I am Robot LA.
I'm like, oh look, she's no, that's not her. She
No, but I mean, and that is what the concept is, and it makes sense. Literally, what you guys just said about Lake Ness Monster and Bigfoot, everything. It's something that people cannot explain.
Monster and Bigfoot. Bigfoot. Yeah. Oh my God, LA, I love you.
Oh.
Except when you're
sometimes I don't believe it though.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe it coming from my mouth either.
Like the Mothman Prophecies, that movie. Did anybody see that? That was surprisingly a good movie. Based on a true story, true legend.
Oh, so I should watch it. I might like it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's kind of... People started seeing these men, and they would like whisper prophecies to them of what was about to happen. It was usually a disaster.
Oh.
And so these people were going crazy trying to stop the disaster.
But probably actually creating the disaster?
Ooh, twist.
Is that not what happened in the movie?
Oh. But that would be a good twist, though.
Well, that's what, because, like that whole butterfly effect type stuff, that's kind of what I was going to...
Like if I tell you to watch out for the vase, you look and knock the vase down?
Yes!
Kind of thing.
Yeah. Type thing. But whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I do want to talk about one of my favorite scary shows when I was a kid, which is Tales from the Crypt.
Oh.
I freaking loved that show.
I loved the opening. That's what was it? Either Friday or Saturday night on HBO. It came
something like that, and him coming out and laughing and
and then like it went down the stairs in the cellar, and then he comes out and he had that voice. Did I hit it? Did I get it?
No.
Not even close? All right.
It was kind of close. Yeah. Better than whatever I could do, so it's totally fine. But I like that.
Hello, guys and ghouls.
Did he ever say that?
He did? Episode.
See, I mean, I was still a child, so that's probably why I don't remember it too much. But I did like the fact that every episode was something different.
Yeah,
it was a different story.
Like Twilight Zone or Amazing Stories or...
Yes, all of those supernaturally things. Mm-hmm. But it was really, for me, it was all about him.
Yeah, but he was only at the beginning and end of it.
I didn't care. I mean, I liked the story in between, but like he made that show for me.
Of course, the Crypt Keeper did, and he's an iconic character.
Exactly. But you brought up other good ones, Twilight Zone,
classic.
That's before our time.
Yeah, but the show but the movie came out when we were younger.
I didn't watch it.
Which
it was
one?
Good. Okay, yeah. Twilight Zone.
I think that was the one that had John Lithgow on the plane with the gremlin ripping at the wing. Because that was kind of the famous.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, moving along.
I find it so funny. The Twilight Zone is such a classic, and it's become... I think Sci-Fi is one of those channels that just puts it... They love doing marathons of the Twilight Zone, and it became kind of like a little tradition for a couple of years between my dad and I, just to sit and every Christmas morning just watch Twilight
Zone? That's really good for Catholics.
Yeah, that's a Christmas treat.
The thing is that for Latin people, we celebrate more the 24th than the 25th. The 25th is more to stay home and just chill. Quiet.
Yeah.
We were watching your cat. Yeah. It was so cute.
SeriLovers, if you're watching right now, while you're listening, if you're watching through your headphones.
Too funny.
I'm sorry, my cat jumped on me and I
cute.
was trying to make him not eat my cables.
So what's
You guys
next?
are mean. You guys are horrible.
We are.
You know, when you talk Tales of the Crypt, I think that it was for a certain audience, and then Nickelodeon decided to bring something for a younger audience with Are You Afraid of the Dark? And that
wasn't Goosebumps in that? Was that Nickelodeon? Was that in that? With that?
In Venezuela, Nickelodeon was the one showing it. Maybe it was from another.
Or do you remember?
I didn't watch any. I was an adult.
Yeah, I think I was a teenager when that came out. But go on. Sorry.
Rich is older than me, by the way. I just want to make sure everyone is aware of this. He just likes children's shows because he's now
creepy.
a pedophile.
God, every episode, I'm something different.
Well, I know. We should just keep a tally. Anyways.
By the way, I just Googled it, and a television series, a Canadian television series that was on YTV and Nickelodeon.
White TV?
Why?
Oh,
like the letter
gotcha.
racist?
Oh, I don't know.
And
Dude, why do you always bring it back to white?
I don't know. It's
Third
your accent.
episode in a row that you keep bringing it back to white things.
It's your accent.
those Canadians know how to make some good TV and movies.
Yes, I have to agree with that. But Are You Afraid of the Dark for me was such a cool show just to see the kids around the fire camp and talking about stories. And it was a different story all the time. And it's coming back for a reboot.
So in her country, it's backwards and it's a fire camp instead of a campfire.
Yeah, fire camp.
Okay, just making sure.
You light the whole camp on fire, and that's what keeps you warm.
You don't even know anything about campfires because they freak you out.
Yeah, they do. There's a lot of chanting involved in fire camps.
So I took Rich to my, I used to go to a sleepover camp outside of Montreal, because Canada's cool. Canadia's cool. And so we did a bonfire, and at summer camp, you do songs and stuff around the bonfire. And Rich freaked out.
Guys, it's creepy as fuck. Just all these people kind of chanting and doing this swaying thing to the songs. There's spirits coming out of the fire, and it's like a greenish tint.
So you went
Why
back to
wouldn't
your
I
tent?
be freaked out?
He was freaked out because it's a bilingual camp, and even the English ones he couldn't understand. And he was like, "There's way too many people here chanting to the devil."
Yeah,
and I gotta go.
yeah.
You actually said those words?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. Because that's what it reminded me. It reminded me of like one of those weird culty around the fire. We're gonna conjure this kind of demons, and that's what it felt like.
Oh my God.
It really isn't. It's kind of amazing. And I was like, go have fun walking in the woods by yourself.
That
Exactly.
felt safer. That felt safer.
That is like
And then all of a
asking
sudden,
for
this
trouble,
wood block
dude.
comes out, and they strap me to it, and
You were the
my
sacrifice.
intestines are hanging out of me.
You're the sacrifice until you walked away.
Safer in the woods by myself. See?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if anything, I just got to fight a guy with a knife.
If anything.
Yeah. Then a whole group
We were just conjuring
chanting.
the devil.
Yeah, yeah. I know.
You guys are conjuring the devil.
We were
Ooh.
not. We were not. But it was pretty darn funny. He's like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Creeps me out. It was like tightening my spine.
Not because of his scoliosis.
Yeah.
And sitting on a
And
log.
it's spinal bifida. Thank you.
Anyways, back
What?
to the podcast that we're trying to create here.
Oh my God. Goosebumps. I never saw that TV show. How was that TV show?
Never watched it. Never watched it. I was a teen.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
It was like more for 12-ish age.
Something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, we were watching other things that were for children. That
Yeah.
was after school and stuff like that.
Yeah, tell us.
So my cousin loves Goosebumps, but because when we were kids, we were both in Caracas, which is the capital of Venezuela. We were visiting an aunt, and his godmother came to town to visit us, and she came bearing presents, of course. And she gave him a Goosebump book that till this day he loves. He says that the book for him was so good. And
How old is he now?
he is 31.
Reads it twice a week.
But I think that I got angry with that show and that whole franchise because she gave him the Goosebump book, and the book looked so pretty. The colors looked so interesting, and he was so obsessed with that book. And then she turns around to me and she gives me this little kid's storybook called, by the way, not to bring it back, but My Mother's Bed.
Mother's bed. My mother's bed
is where she sleeps with her.
And basically, the book kept saying how cool the kid in the book how cool her mom's bed was. That it could be a space shuttle, it could be a tent, and I was so pissed. I'm like, I am 8, not
that
3.
So you were upset because your cousin got the better gift.
Exactly.
So you refused to watch the show. That makes total sense.
Yeah. Only child syndrome. Come on.
So there is another show that I would love to talk about.
Okay.
American Horror Story.
Okay. Which season though?
Oh yeah, because I'm behind on this season still.
Well, but still, like we had Coven, which isn't. I mean, that's witches.
Mm-hmm. I liked that one.
Asylum wasn't really supernatural.
I like that one too.
Okay.
The very first one was...
Which one was the one with Lady Gaga?
That was Vampire.
That was Hotel.
Okay, that had the ghosts in it. And I like the serial killers.
Yeah.
Round table there. That was pretty cool.
That was awesome. That was actually a really awesome scene.
Yeah.
I really, really liked that tie into it.
Mm-hmm.
What's this season about?
It's 80s.
Yeah, but what about the 80s?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that sounds
we're
so
really
like,
bad.
the season is about the 80s.
I haven't started Walking Dead yet. I haven't started American Horror Story.
I watched like 2 Walking Deads. It was okay.
Shame. Aren't you the zombie girl?
Didn't you hear me say that I'm catching up on crap TV right now? Like some reality shows like the Jersey Shore.
Wow. Last time you're on this show.
Stop it.
Did you really say Jersey Shore?
I did. I wanted to see what JWoww's new boyfriend looks like.
Stop talking. Don't care.
You know, I just found out that she has that she got divorced from the guy.
Okay. Supernatural show, guys. Supernatural show. We're not getting into...
You know what, though? I'm going to make a case right now
right.
for why the Jersey Shore is supernatural.
Yeah.
Because these people are morons and they're making a boatload of money.
That is supernatural. That is paranormal. Yeah.
So that still works.
Still works.
Yeah, that is true. I have to agree there.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. LeLe's a winner. Jersey Shore, Jersey Shore.
All right. Any last minute things, guys? We got a couple more minutes here.
We have a couple. Oh my god, we haven't even gone down the whole alien stuff. Should we have a full on episode just for aliens then?
Aliens is not supernatural. That's a natural. If aliens exist, that's a natural thing.
But if they don't exist, it would be supernatural. So
if they came as alien ghosts, it would be supernatural. But if they came as a being, their being is natural. It's not out of the ordinary.
So
because
we can't answer this until we are proven with 100% that
they're not ghosts. Yes.
But then X-Files, where do you put X-Files?
I just spit everywhere.
X-Files goes back and forth with supernatural and alien stuff.
Okay.
I never watched it.
Yeah.
I never watched it.
So, if we only have a couple of minutes left, I really do think that we should talk about scary things that have happened to us. Rich, you were talking off air of things that have happened to us, scary moments in your life. And apparently that time that LeLe took you to camp and you got scared.
That was a scary moment. But that was like not that long ago. That wasn't when I was a kid. That was last year.
It was a little too Lord of the Flies for you.
Yes. Yeah. True.
It wasn't really supernatural.
So what do you guys have felt that it's a scary?
I don't really, outside of that poltergeist nightmare, I don't really have any kind of ghosty stories that scared me when I was a kid.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I feel
none of these really scared me.
But not like shows and stuff. Like, was there any kind of like weird tapping on the window at night and it just turned out to be like the tree and the wind?
I'm sure that type of thing. The only one that I can remember, I was actually a grown-ass woman, and I had moved in with a girlfriend of mine who bought the duplex we were living in. And I had just moved in, and I'm laying there, and I hear this scratching.
Nice.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I used it as an excuse to go see an old boyfriend.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
You know, because I was scared, whatever. Yeah, it turns out we had rats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Huh. And, you know,
Rats
they were
in the
actually,
walls.
they were actually scratching. So, whatever.
LA, you got a kid ghost story that scared you?
You know,
I mean, apparently a lot of things did when you were a kid.
Everything.
You spent a lot of time sleeping with your mom.
there goes the reason why I get very scared when you put me in a scary movie. You know, it also goes back to Venezuela has a lot of legends and things like that, and especially when I used to go when you go and visit your relatives who live in the middle of nowhere, and even live in certain parts of, because I live in an island, so it's not like I can drive, you know, it's small. But there are places in the island that you get scared, and you grow up listening to all these things of La Llorona and El Silbón, which is this guy that ate his parents, so the devil cursed him, and he like grew, and he walks and you can hear him, and if you hear him very close it's because he's far away, but if he's far away, if you hear him far away it's because he's close, and you know, all these stories that are pretty freaky.
Yeah, like I feel like in America we only have 200 years of history, where every other place has thousands of years. That they have all this time to develop all these legends and myths and camp stories.
I mean, I'm from Latin America, not Europe. We also have a pretty much short.
Yeah, huge.
We have
history.
the same amount of time as America.
Really? Huh? Because like I feel like now is when all those, like the tall man or the slender man. I feel like it's like now all these kind of scary legends are starting to arise into our culture.
I think that it's always been a part of Americana and part of the culture, but
I don't think we have as many as other more older cultures do.
Well, we also have to take into consideration that we have a lot of those from those original cultures, because you know, we were populated from.
What's the Christmas one?
Santa Claus?
No, the other
Santa Claus can be kind of scary.
No,
by the way, I have to say this. You know that in Italy,
Krampus.
They don't have they don't look for Santa, but they have a witch. In Italy, the person that gives the presents to kids is a witch. La Bofana, I think it's her name.
That's cool.
Right?
But I feel like a lot, I mean, it like across different cultures, just like, okay, so it's a witch instead of Santa Claus. Mm-hmm. You'll see a lot of the same type of story, or like it's just kind of switched a little bit for whatever.
That La Llorona is one of them. La Llorona, I think every single Latin American country has a version of that legend.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and plus, like Native Americans have a lot of.
Yeah, true. But
so
they all died, anyways.
They all dead.
They all work in our casinos now.
Casino money.
Yeah.
In our casinos, I wish I could say in our casinos.
Yeah, I know.
I'd be rich.
They all work in casinos, and they've forgotten about all their legends because they're counting all their dollar bills.
I think it's just because you are a privileged white man that you are just learning about it now.
What?
Like different stories, like
no, because I've always been part of this. I've always loved horror and monster stuff, so it's not. It just feels like older culture. I guess because it's older cultures, they have more time, but at a faster rate, we're getting more and more of those legends popping up.
Okay, I mean, I guess I kind of get that, but like one of my favorite like Americana cultures that has these paranormal and supernatural things is like the Bayou culture, like Louisiana.
Yeah. The Bayou has so.
And that's
I've been dying to go to New Orleans and just do the ghost tours and the cemetery tours, the voodoo tours. I just want to do all of those tours. I want to go to New Orleans just to go to all the tours on the French Quarter.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
It's awesome.
I'm dying to see that. But well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our favorite segment of the show, the Convincing Minute.
I am so excited for Rich's convincing minute, and I hope he does a really good job because I love this show.
You know that they're doing
what?
A whole other Penny Dreadful.
No.
L insert Spanish word.
Oh, that's exciting.
Series, yes.
That's exciting.
I can't remember if it's a movie or a whole spin-off show.
Okay, you'll have to remind me to watch that at some point. Sorry.
LA?
Okay, so, let's go back to tradition. So you go first, Rich.
Okay.
Let me set out the timer for 30 seconds. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Penny Dreadful is a collection of taking all the classic horror characters, such as Frankenstein and what's the guy who drinks Heckler Jekyll. Oh my god, I'm losing my minute. They take this and modernize all these classic horror monsters.
Jekyll and Hyde, by the way.
Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde. Thank you for and throw them into this mix and retell this wonderful story and how they crafted this. Oh, wow! I convinced.
Lost.
I actually unconvinced people to watch this show.
This is your iZombie, buddy.
Wow.
What the heck was that?
I think I spent 23 seconds mumbling. That was Rich's mumble 30 seconds.
Oh my god.
That's really disappointing.
I know. I had it all written out in my head.
That's a problem.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. Cue it up.
I think that you were just... LeLe was there, ready to, tell me the best, and you just got...
Yeah, you threw me off by gassing me up.
You wanted to impress her. You wanted to impress her, and you weren't able to.
Yeah, totally did not.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so I am gonna try to convince you guys to watch Light as a Feather from Hulu. So, 3, 2, 1. Light as a Feather is a show about 5 girls who bring in a new girl into their group, and this girl convinces them to play light as a feather, stiff as a board, but with a twist that she's gonna predict the way that you are gonna die, and then they start dying the way that she predicted. So the girls are trying to survive and see if it's one of them or one of their own, and what are they gonna do with their life, because they want to survive. They want to get out of the game. They don't want to keep going in it.
Nice.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I think
this is the first time that I actually feel like I did something good in my convincing.
That was really
solid.
Good. That was very good. I'm wondering if when you guys have guests, or maybe even just me, is if you actually ask your guests who won.
Who I was gonna ask you.
Well, we don't really need to know this one because we know the answer to that. It's me.
No.
Wait, what?
Apparently, no, you did so good, LA. I would totally watch Light as a Feather. I have no idea what this Penny Dreadful thing's about.
For the first time, I feel like I won the convincing.
Yeah, what are you watching right now? Any suggestions for the audience? Because I watched Glitch, which is an Australian show.
How was it?
It's really good.
What good?
So,
I just started watching Batwoman.
Batwoman?
Yeah. Bad. Batwoman
Okay.
On the CW, which threw me off a little bit because on the comic she's not a lesbian, but in the show she's a lesbian, and they make sure you know she's a lesbian.
Okay.
How do they do that? Is it X-rated?
Scissor-rated. Scissor-rated.
It's a CW, so it's not gonna be X-rated, but
they got 2.5 scissors.
They throw it at you, and literally, the description of the show is a lesbian
bat. And I did watch the first episode of Watchmen.
How was it? I want to watch that one. I want to sit down and just
second episode.
Get into it.
Those are my 2 suggestions to watch: is Glitch on Netflix, it's an Australian show, and the first episode of Watchmen.
Oh, and I saw this is a kids show. It's not LeLe is watching crappy TV. I decided to watch kids TV show, and
so SpongeBob.
The Greenhouse Academy from Netflix just came back, and I saw that it's only 8 episodes. So if you have nothing to do, it's a pretty show to just chill. and
I
fall
did
asleep.
watch that one season that you recommended to me, the Fosse.
Oh yeah, Fosse Verdon.
Yeah, that was really good. Look, I'm watching crap TV and killing my brain cells, and I'm watching an actual real good TV.
LA, we convinced LeLe
to watch.
Oh my god, I'm so happy. No, when you just said it, that TV show was so good. I never got to see All That Jazz, which is the movie that he's filming.
Yep.
And
after watching that TV show, I'm like, I want to see that movie. It looks really
I actually
cool.
want to go back and watch a couple of his movies.
Yeah.
That I haven't seen in a long time.
It was a really well done show.
Yeah.
Oh, and Insatiable. Insatiable just came out with a second season, and the first season is one of those that it's so bad I can't stop watching it.
I never watched that.
Yeah, never heard of it.
What is that about? Anyways, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we're rambling on. All right, my two were
Isn't
Glitch
that what you do
and
for a
Watchmen.
podcast?
Yeah, we're Glitch and Watchmen. LA, your two were
Bad Woman and
Lesbian Batwoman, and
I do not want that my other show is that it's gonna be freaking Greenhouse Academy. But sure, Greenhouse Academy. If you're a little kid and you want to watch something on Netflix, go for it.
Okay. All right, everybody. We hope you enjoyed our last episode for Monstober. We hope you have a great Halloween. Give us a tweet at Seriology TV what your costume's going to be, what you think of the show, what's your favorite ghost story.
Oh my god, totally. What are you guys going to be for Halloween?
I have a very sexy... What am I going to be?
I don't know. It's Melissa Fenty.
Yeah, it's like it's
Fenty.
kind of like it's not quite Maleficent, but it's darn close.
By the way, I just saw Maleficent 2, and it's like the most romantic story I've ever seen in my life, and I just love it.
I'm excited to see it.
Bring it back in, guys.
Rich, what are you gonna be?
I have two costumes. You'll see them on our Twitter and Instagram account.
Is one of them the one that I'm thinking?
Yep, it is. Don't say anything.
Okay. He's like, you already ruined it for a lot of people,
yeah,
so shut up.
Totally appropriate for SeriLovers.
What? Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I just got my costume for Batgirl, and my cat is gonna be my sidekick.
Batman is not a sidekick.
It's Batcat.
Batcat. Okay,
Batcat
is a sidekick.
And are you going to be a lesbian?
Oh yeah.
No. Okay, so big difference. Batwoman. I learned this
Batman.
This weekend.
That's a lesbian bat lady.
No. So because I freaked out. I had bought my Batgirl costume before I started watching the show, and I almost I have nothing against lesbian girls, whatever, but I was like, wait a second, so is Batgirl the same? So I went back and I watched it, and Batgirl is Barbara Gordon, who is the commissioner's daughter, and Batwoman is Katie Kane, who is Bruce Wayne's cousin. So it's two different characters.
So is anyone gonna know the difference with your costume?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to explain. Oh well,
yeah, you gotta say that every time. Every time you should just hand it out on
honestly,
a card.
Batgirl has like a lot of yellow with her black.
Yeah,
and
nobody's gonna know that.
Batwoman has a lot of red with her black.
Okay, nobody's gonna know that.
I do want to, because I think that, and I know that we're running low on time. I do want to share with LA what my favorite Halloween costume ever was for me.
Okay.
Last minute, like no prep. My favorite Halloween costume was, I had friends that were going to a Halloween party. Oh, why don't you go? And I'm like, well, I didn't get a costume. So they were doing a Wizard of Oz theme. So my girlfriend was Dorothy. Her boyfriend was the Wicked Witch of the West. And then another friend of ours was one of the Lollipop Guild. It was really funny. I'm like, well, I kind of want to do something along the lines of that. So I looked around at what I had. So I put on a black dress.
Okay.
I had black and white tights on, and I attached a sign to my necklace that said, "The bitch stole my shoes." That was by far my favorite last minute costume.
That is amazing. My best costume, if you want to say that. Oh, shush! This is Monstober. We can go a little over. It was the same. I was invited to a party. I was not planning on dressing up that Halloween, and I was like trying to find, and I had a Red Riding Hood cap, Little Red Riding Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you call it?
Yes.
So I wore this really cool dress that I had, this really cool black dress that I had. I put on my cape, and I went to the party. I won every single costume awards that night, and my friend who like spent more money getting her angel costume on didn't win anything. She was pissed.
You're like, I just threw on a cape.
Yep, I was so proud of that costume. I'm like, yep, I got a free bottle of vodka. Yoo-hoo!
Nice. Rich, what was your favorite Halloween costume?
The marionette. When I was the marionette.
Yeah, that was definitely, that was one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was planned. That's why I had to specify.
Yeah, I know. That was a month in the works.
Yeah.
Was the marionette.
Mm-hmm.
Well, SeriLovers, before Rich here has a heart attack, I just want to say bye and can't wait to see you guys again on our next
LeLe,
episode of Seriology.
For joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm sad Monstober is over.
Yeah. Now we go into Thanksgiving.
What are we going to do for November?
Gravy.
But for real, LeLe, you have to come back. I mean, everybody loved you, and most importantly, Rich and I loved having you here
on the show. Yes.
You bring so much good energy to the show that we need you in the show from now on.
Because we're so boring.
You guys are so boring. It's okay. I've got a face for podcasting.
Self-deprecation.
It gets me every time.
Yep. Happy Halloween, SeriLovers.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Bye.
SeriLovers, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Seriology's Monstober.
Don't forget to find us, follow us, and like us on Twitter at Seriology TV or on Instagram at SeriologyTV_podcast. And leave us a comment of what you thought of the show.
Or what you're going to be for Halloween.
And don't forget, SeriLovers, wherever you are, you will always be in our spooky Seri hearts.
See you next week, everybody.